Hello everyone, this is KIDM the Man bringing you all another model kit review of the premium Bandai's figurized standard, the Dark Mirrored Rider himself, Kamen Rider Ryuga. Now are we really surprised that we're here? I'm not, because I called it. This is a plastic model kit, which means you're gonna have to build it, paint it, and occasionally apply some color correcting stickers. I say that, but I definitely applied almost 90% of the sticker sheet, which is also the same percentage of the similarities between Ryuga and Ryuki. Not only about the molding of the plastic, but also the features included. If you want a more detailed look, check out my Kamen Rider Ryuki video. So without further ado, let's get started. The painting, what painting? And the molding of this kit is simply amazing. By taking what isn't broken from the design of Ryuki and implementing them on this kit was both a cost-saving move and a genius one. Of course, they have taken into account the creativity of the model kit builders to custom paint Ryuki into Ryuga. So why not make a new design for the helmet of Ryuga to entice you to get this kit instead of making one for yourself? The helmet of this kit is a new thing about this set. Gone is the visor with the bulges to represent the compound eyes like the classic Rider design. This time, for Ryuga, his eyes are literally behind the medieval grills, just like how it should be with the rest of the Riders from Ryuki. Maybe Ryuki himself was the imposter all along. Another unique thing here is the shape of the dragon on top of Ryuga's head. I tried to paint the black on the raised dragon, but it kept leaking onto the grey area, so I placed a sticker there instead. It came out pretty well though. This kit also came with a semi-translucent gold stickers. These are quite unique as I haven't used these type of stickers before. As always, it's better to use tweezers to place the stickers on the plastic piece just so that they don't lose their stickiness. Alright, now back to the visors. As usual, there is a false sticker right behind the clear red plastic. This is so that the light is reflected once it is shown on it. Removing it shows you how different the interior is, as this is a new interior mold to house the new Ryuga visor. Bandai also included a full shield visor as well to depict the scene of his first appearance on the show. So why don't we switch it for him to keep that mystery? The entire kit is made of a gunmetal, black and grey plastic. There are some repeated pieces made of different colors, so follow the instructions to not mess up. The collar uses the same translucent gold stickers. This is so that you can have the gold line centered along the edge of the plastic. The abdomen of the kit is nicely done as well, since they have a nice mix of all three colored plastic with the gold stickers. The arms of the kit is exactly the same as Ryuki. This time, however, the connector pieces on the side are molded in gunmetal plastic. Thank goodness for that, because getting plated parts out of the runners are a real pain. The drag visor on Ryuga has a set of new stickers, but since it has the aforementioned silver plated parts, you're going to cover it up with some black stickers. Typically, large stickers aren't good to use since you can see some obvious creases, so if you don't like that, you're really going to have to do some painting. The drag visor does still have the same action feature, which we will take a look at later on. The Advent deck here is another new mold for this kit. This is so that it depicts Ryuga's logo. Bandai could have just given us a blank deck and have us slap a sticker on it, so I really appreciate it when they do include the mold. I painted the rest of the belt with my royal red color and a Penoline drip pen. Of course, you can slide out the deck from the belt, but it might damage the sticker, so I won't be doing that. The lower half of the body is what you expect, the same standard legs with the drop down hips with Ryuki's design. The bottom half of the legs has the black, grey and gunmetal plastic usage along with the subtle gold sticker. Of course, you're gonna get some obvious nut marks on the black plastic, but since it's at the feet, you'll barely even notice them. At the bottom, you have Ryuga's logo at the tip of the boots, just like how every rider would have, for their rider kicks, of course. You also get some stickers for the back of the kit, but what's nice about it is that you can see the combination of all the plastics used for this kit. It's nice that Bandai doesn't forget the back of the figures. He comes with fists, open palm hands, right posing hand, weapon holding hand, advent card holding hands, the advent cards, guard vent adapters, strike vent weapon, and a very long drag blacker. The drag blacker here is pretty much the same as the drag redder, but only in black. Not only that, the stickers this time are mostly in silver with black lines. You'll be able to see the difference again when we get to the comparison segment. The articulation of the drag blacker is mainly due to the ball joints, which relies on friction between the two plastics. If you move it, the rotation is smooth. But if you leave it alone for a very long time, the joints will eventually stick together, making it hard for you to do the rotations. So a sudden rotation without warming up the joints might break the plastic entirely. In the same figurized standard fashion, we also get some advent cards. These are made of the same plastic material with all the figurized kits that contains cards in their series. Ryuga's card set contains the drag blacker advent card, the final vent, the sword vent, the strike vent, and the guard vent. Even the back of the cards are nicely designed too. To remove them, simply peel them off the card sheet and put them in the advent card holding hand. For picture taking purposes, you can even put the advent cards into the drag visor. But be careful though, you can't take them out the same way you put them in. You're gonna have to disassemble the drag visor in order to remove the advent cards. And once you're done with it, simply place them back into the card sheet. For the strike vent, you get a smaller drag blacker hit. By comparing the two side by side, the size differences are pretty obvious. Other than that, there are no articulations for the strike vent's mouth, so it's kinda stuck with its mouth open. The stickers for these two are almost identical, albeit the difference in sizes. However, I did not mess up the application of them, unlike in my Ryuki's review. To attach it, just pop off the hand you got on, line up the peg to the peg hole, and slowly push it in. And now you have Ryuga using the strike vent. Another fair warning though is to remove the strike vent with a little force, as it is a tight fit. But not too much force, as you might end up breaking the peg. For the guard vent, just like drag redder, you remove from the body of the drag blacker. There are two adapters you can use to suit your taste, like placing the handheld adapter in the hand and placing it in the guard vent, or the shoulder adapter instead, or maybe even both. It's definitely the same application as Ryuki, so it should not feel like rocket science to you by now. Now you can have Ryuga dual wielding his shields. Lastly, the sword vent, which is still a part of the tail of the drag blacker. There's an adapter cap for the end of the sword to complete the look. Then place it in the weapon holding hand, just so you can have Ryuga posing with his black sword vent. So here he is next to the previously reviewed Konobukiya exclusive Metaclear Metabi, the Street Fighter Ranger Kami from my live stream review, the Dino Fury villain basic figure, figurized standard Kamen Rider Ryuki, and Decade. And since we have Decade here, it's Kamen Rider time. Just like Ryuki, reuse the belt adapter D for the form change. Simply remove the existing belt, place the adapter belt, put on the Deca driver, and now you have Decade as Kamen Rider Ryuga. So since we've taken a good look at Ryuga and the drag blacker, let's take a look at Ryuki side by side. First things first, the helmet. If you think Ryuki's visor stood out in the show compared to the other riders, he stands out here even more. Ryuki has those compound eyes looking bulges, whilst Ryuga has his red visor behind his knight grille. Of course, his second or extra visor is the same, just without the openings to reveal the red visor. As for the dragon logo on the forehead, this is the main difference between them. Ryuki's logo is nicely shaped, whilst Ryuga's shape is more like a flame. The drag visor on the arm are the same, just with the different stickers, and the advent decks are molded differently as well, using different design or shaped stickers. Of course, the main obvious differences between the two are the colored plastic used, and while taking a closer look at the boots, the only thing you can see here are the respective dragon logos. As I mentioned earlier, the drag redder and the drag blacker are cut from the same cloth, if that cloth had two different colors. I guess it was an obvious choice to save costs than to make a new design, but I really wish that Bandai had changed the whiskers of the drag blacker. You know, just have it slightly curvy to give it some character. So all in all, this kit is pretty great. If you're a fan of Dark Riders and was hoping and praying for Ryuga ever since the release of Ryuki, it's a no-brainer to pick this guy up. I'm honestly just surprised that it took Bandai a year to make this happen. Unlike Faiz, that we got his XL form, give or take 2 years after, and from the most recent announcement or leaks of a certain Dark Insect has been announced after 3 to 4 years since its hero's counterpart. It's a little bit late, but I'm all for more Kamen Rider model kits to be added into my collection. Speaking of collection, how does Ryuga look on the shelf? So, if you like this video, blast that like button, leave a comment down below, let me know if you're excited to get Ryuga, share this video with your friends and family, and maybe some evil counterparts to let them know how cool Dark Rider designs are. Maybe if we show some support to Bandai, we might even get the evil version of Decade in the near future. A lot more good things are coming, so feel free to subscribe. This is KIDM the Man, and I'll see you all next time.